What's better than sex? Waking up thinking it's Monday and then realizing it's Saturday. Passing an exam you thought you failed. It's a stormy day, kind of dark out, and you snuggle into the couch knowing you're gonna nap so hard, you'll wake up disoriented and 4-HRS unsure if it's day or night. Oh, and you have a full belly of comfort food. Relief from chronic back pain. At least I imagine that being pain-free will be better than sex. I'll let you know if I get there. When your friends cancel on plans you didn't want to attend in the first place. Closing the WC door and finally peeing after sweating through a long, tortuous, almost impossible wait. What question gives you instant anxiety? Can I talk to you for a minute? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Sadly, it's the strengths part I struggle with answering the most lol. So what do you do with yourself outside of work? Did you lock the door when you left? Okay, so let's go around the room and introduce ourselves. What do you do for fun? My crippling anxiety has sabotaged all my hobbies. When are we going to get grandkids? As a procrastinator, how much have you done? Why are you so quiet? Fuck! What have you planned for your future? What are you thinking about? Can we talk in my office? My brain. Yep, I'm getting fired. No way around it, no matter what other evidence says. I'm fucked. I'm going to die in a ditch alone. What's the dumbest thing you've ever heard someone say? My mother, a Missourian, who was in New, how do you get to such and such place? Me, I don't know. Mom, just Google it. Mom stunned. Does Google work outside of Missouri? Ex-girlfriend thought north was whatever way she was facing. You shouldn't wear a seatbelt because in the event of a crash, it's safer to be thrown from the vehicle. We were at a pub quiz, and the question was, what is the name of the brightest star in the sky? And the answer on the quizmaster sheet was Sirius, and we had put the sun because night sky wasn't specified. The quizmaster then said no, because the sun, like the moon, is a planet and doesn't count, and then just moved on. I'm no astrophysicist, but I know that ain't right. The rest of the quiz was a bit of a joke to us after that. My sister, as an adult, once said to me, hey, we all had a birthday this year. Autistic people of Reddit, what is the biggest challenge of being autistic? Not being able to understand tone. Being told to look at people in the eyes while they're speaking to me, people who are autistic would understand. Finding out you autistic and everybody knew but didn't day shit. People thinking I'm not wondering why I'm doing something weird and autistic-y. The unwritten rules everyone else seems to understand. People saying one thing and meaning the opposite, and I'm supposed to just get it. Normal people make no sense. No one understanding how much work I do to be 1/5 as capable as everyone else. I mask and have low support needs. Most people don't know I'm autistic. But I work so hard all the time, and just never seem to be good enough. Yet get judged for not trying hard enough. What is the craziest conspiracy theory that you secretly believe in? Build-A-Bear came out with a bunch of new toys that were all the same shade of yellow right after their Minion launch severely underperformed. They had stockpiled yellow fabric in anticipation of the Minion toys selling well and getting a big production run and had to find a way to use it all. Ireland began deliberately entering bad songs into the Eurovision Song Contest in the 90s. After winning it consecutively for a few years, it began getting too expensive to host, so they sabotaged their chances of winning it. What's your go-to side to bring to a BBQ? Beef and I swing at the first person I see. Homemade mac and cheese and a case of beer. Can't go wrong. Bourbon BBQ, mashed potatoes, cheese, bacon, scallions. Probably Christine, she likes BBQs. Dolma, my partner's family's passed-down recipe for grape leaves stuffed with rice, lemon, onion, and dill. Prepared a day in advance and served chilled so they're really light and refreshing on a hot day. Thai pineapple and cucumber salad always goes down well. Macaroni salad or potato salad, shrimp is always nice, but can be expensive. A cheese platter with crackers, pepperoni, and ham. I'm usually the one to bring the meat because I have a very reputable local butcher near my home. This salad with mango, sweet corn, chili, and avocado. So good. What's an advantage of being short? I can be comfortable just about anywhere. Watch me sleep on a plane, in a train, or a bus super comfy all curled up. Lower center of gravity, which can give you an edge when maneuvering. You fit with ease in classic sport cars. You don't have to get called just to get stuff from high places. Much harder to hit in GoldenEye. You're more stealthy and people underestimate you. Your chances of getting cancer are lower because there's fewer cells in your body. This isn't something I'm making up, it's true. It's gotta be not hitting your head on everything. You're closer to the ground when you trip and fall. Some sports and physical activities like dance and gymnastics are easier for me. What's a common thing in your culture that you're just not interested in? I live in a town practically built off of the skiing industry, and I have never been skiing, nor have any desire to. Professional sports player worship and celebrity worship. Fast food. I'll stop for it if I'm traveling and maybe on a rare occasion, but I don't eat it with the regularity that most Americans do. I ate a lot of it growing up, but started making healthier choices as an adult and just haven't gone back. Social media, unless Reddit counts. Okay, you played in several movies, released X number of albums. Does that mean I have to care what a crappy person you are outside of your job? American football or team sports in general? Professional sports. I can't even feel a sense of civic pride for my hometown because none of them are from here, and a few will get traded in the off-season anyway. In 100 years, what show will still be airing? Honestly, one of the game shows like Family Feud or Jeopardy, they're the easiest to replace people on while maintaining a core audience. The only signal remaining, the emergency broadcast system. A Law and Order. Seriously, it's been on in some form since 1989. Grey's Anatomy, that show never seems to end. Every other decade, they'll have a new version of Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Game of Thrones as weekly shows. Coronation Street. It's been on air since 1960, so has already done 60 years. I think it can survive another 100. Star Trek. Am I the first to say it? Survivor. They have like 43 seasons or something. The blue planet, planet Earth. But with a more wistful air and a longing for what previous generations had. Redditors who consider themselves well-adjusted adults. What's something basic you never learned how to do? How to write with my right hand. I can't iron a shirt or slacks. How to cook most things, but especially meat. I finally learned how to be somewhat comfortable with a dishwashing. Took me a long time to conquer that beast. Touch type. Guys can often get away with this. Sign my name consistently. My signature is garbage in general and never looks the same. I am a 40-something professional who signs his name regularly. People probably see my signature and assume I'm a child or an idiot, possibly an idiot child. Change a car tire or oil by myself. I can check and top off both and jump a battery. But any more than that, I'm calling AAA or going to a shop.